my lovelies. Today I have 13 bookish boxes to open for you, so stay tuned. So I thought I would do like a cozy bedroom bookish unboxing here. I've got my PJs on, I'm sitting in bed, and I'm surrounded by 13 boxes of books and bookish items, and I'm so excited to get into these. I've been needing to film one of these for a minute. But let's see, I have 2 Owl Crate Juniors, 3 Once Upon a Book Club Young Adults, 2 Once Upon a Book Club Adults, 2 the Bookish Box. These may or may be, they could be YA or adult or both, one of each. Yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit closer so I can show you items up close, and we'll get started. Okay, so I think I want to start with the Unplugged book boxes. They're all right here. I don't know what order these are in. I don't know which one's YA and which ones are adult, but I know that they're all going to be fabulous. Okay, so opening up this one. This is their Revenge and Rebirth Adult Fiction December 2021. Alright, so let me move these worms. Okay, it looks like this. So, what is this thing? Okay, so we have a really cool travel mug here. It says it is from The Name of the Wind. It says the Olean, where pride pays silver, a mere commonwealth, and plays golden. And it looks like so. We have a little lid there. This is really nice. Oh, and then there is a straw that goes with it. Very nice, very nice. Okay, then we have Night's Radiant, Stone Storms, Vanilla, and Spice. And this is a 4-ounce soy candle. And it looks like so. Oh, it smells nice. I think it's the vanilla and the spice. It smells like Christmas, which is a very perfect scent for a December box. Yeah, I'm behind on opening all these. Alright, then we have Unplugged Book Box exclusive Wren's Power Mulling Spice Mix. Ingredients: cinnamon chips, orange peel, lemon peel, allspice cloves. Alright, so yum. Okay, then this is a Lord of the Rings poof soap. It says J.R.R. Tolkien's series follows the journey of the hobbits as they embark on a journey for a better world. They make sure to pause for a second breakfast before they go seek revenge on Sauron. This is an exclusive by One of a Kind Soaps, and it looks like it's soap made with a poof on it, possibly. Yeah, it's like that. Ooh, that smells really good. It smells like chocolate. It's called Second Breakfast is the scent. Oh, it's coffee grounds and aloe vera, coffee fragrance oil, gingerbread. It smells really good. This is neat. So we have some Vicious inspired socks. These are knitted socks exclusive to Unplugged Book Box. And it's Victor Vale. And let's see what this says. Victor Vale from B.E. Schwab's Vicious was constantly contending with Eli Ever, a friend that began taking their work a bit too far. Throughout the series, we see Eli's rebirth into an extraordinary turned him into someone else, leaving Victor with the decision on whether to seek revenge on his ex-friend. These socks are an Unplugged exclusive. And they look really nice. Okay, then we have our letter from the author and a signed book plate, which I'm not going to look at just yet. Oh, there's one more thing. It looks like a little letter opener, but it's a sword. It looks like it says Gladiator on it. Just a little thing. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Anyway, set that there. And we have our book. So we have King of Battle and Blood, Adrian and Isolde by Scarlett St. Clair. And there's a map inside. It looks like this. This says, oh, actually, let me see what here is the assigned book plate and the letter from the author. This says, I'm so excited that you're finally getting the chance to meet these characters who have been in my head for over a year now. It's interesting how a person can be so immersed in one world and suddenly these voices from a completely different place start trying to interrupt their plans. At least that's what happened for me. I have long loved Greek mythology, and I have been working on a Hades and Persephone series retelling for a few years now. But as I was finishing my last book, A Touch of Malice, I suddenly had two very strong personalities arguing in my head. Personalities from a different world filled with witches and vampires and corrupt kings and scheming goddesses. They were, of course, Adrian and Isolde, the main characters of King of Battle and Blood. It almost felt like they wouldn't leave me alone until I wrote their story. So much of this book includes my favorite things as a reader: enemies to lovers, a fierce and unapologetic heroine, a morally gray hero, political machinations and palace intrigue, issues of vengeance and justice, and a love story that is propulsive and addictive. To be honest, I can't wait for Adrian and Isolde to tell me what happens next. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy this story and the world of Cordova. I certainly loved every minute of being in it. If you're interested in sharing your thoughts or learning more about my dark fantasy worlds, seeing fan art, or even just meeting my dog, you can find me on Instagram at author Scarlett St. Clair. Love, Scarlett. All right, so that is everything in that box. Oh, and we do have our little thing here, and there is a winter is coming cocktail recipe in here. It's like 1 lemon, an ounce of limoncello, 2 ounces of gin, and some tonic water. And then there's also journal prompts to help you find who you are. Okay, on to the next box here. This is the Reclaim Your Throne Young Adult December 2021 box. So let me move these worms. Okay, this one looks like so. All right, the first thing I see is this Ash Crown Juju Bean Clay Mask. All right. Then we have a candle. It says Narnia, pine, eucalyptus, clove, and orange peel. And there's a quote that says, "It's all in the wardrobe, just like I told you." And it looks like this. Ooh, cute. That's a weird smell. I love orange. Like, this smells just weird. I can see, like, I can tell the little hint of orange. I don't know. In my opinion, all these smells just don't go together very well. But it's a pretty candle. Okay, then we have, what is this? Strawberry Cleanse Balm, Siren Song Pickles Potion. It is a strawberry face smoothie cleansing balm. Okay. Looks like that. And then we have something in a little baggie here. This is Zelly Now We Rise Magic and Plums roller perfume. And this is from Children of Blood and Bone. And is anything actually focusing? I don't think so. Okay, let's smell it. It smells very earthy, spicy. All right. Oh, I love this. It's like a glass bottle that says "Drink Me" and has Alice from Alice in Wonderland on it. I love that. That is definitely going on my shelf. Fun. And we've got some bookends. They look like this. And we have a signed book plate and letter from the author, which I'm not going to look at yet. And our book. Okay, this looks really cool. Into the Blood Red Woods by Martha Brockenbrough. That looks really cool. All right. Let's see. Here is our, can you focus? Here is our signed book plate. And then the letter from the author, which has tiny writing on it. It says, "Dear Unplugged Reader, when I was little, I loved escaping into fairy tales. I dreamed of gingerbread and enchanted shoes of gold and gems and deep dark woods. I loved the Disney versions, and I loved the originals, which were decidedly more, grim. Then I grew up. The stories stayed with me, but they were no longer an escape. They felt like wounds. You know this story. A man shows up to a town overrun with rats. He solves the problem, and then they refuse to pay him. That's corrupt. Yet the story makes him out to be the villain for taking the children. Sometimes it's necessary to remove children from corrupt and abusive environments. But we never got that side of the story, did we? These stories have made us fear wolves. They've encouraged girls to be obedient, to stay set on paths, to avoid red shoes and mirrors. They shame us for vanity and make our beauty seem like the only thing of value we have to offer the world. Time and time again, once upon a time, it makes powerful women into villains. It's time for a new look at old tales. That's what Into the Blood Red Woods is. A feminist broadside against the patriarchy and its failures, with werebears in love, a sentient forest, a musician and her gold-spinning mother, a red cloak, and a hot wolf. Here's hoping it sets you on fire." Ooh, 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 this sounds so good. Ooh, yes. This is my kind of book right here. I'm excited for that one. And then in our little flyer thing here, we've got Little Red Riding Hood bread rolls and journal prompts for reclaiming your power. Okay, so that is everything in that box. Let me grab the next one. Okay, here is the next box. This is the Golden Opportunities Young Adult January 2022 box. And it looks like so. All right, I want to know what this big thing is here. Okay, it is a big, super soft, fluffy blanket, and I don't know if I can show it to you. Here we go. It says, "Books are a uniquely portable magic," and that is a quote by Stephen King. And what's on the bottom here? Oh, it's a book. It looks like that. This is so cozy. I love a cozy blanket. Xander steals almost all of my cozy blankets too. Okay, then we have a little baggie here. This has Bridgerton Afternoon Tea and Cake Lip Scrub. And it looks like this. Oh, I got it on my nose. Doesn't really have much of a smell. Okay, then we have something in a little canvas bag. It says, "Aram de Hewitt, I will worship thee." And a little dagger on it. Okay, these are so freaking cute. They're exclusive dessert forks and spoons. You get 2 of each. And they're, hold on, let me see if I can get it to focus. They have like the little leaves on the ends, and they're just, they're so cute. I love them. And then something in plastic. Okay, so we've got 2 placemats here. One is from Spin the Dawn, and one of them is from 6 Crimson Cranes. So they look like this. There's one. And here is the other. Fun. And then we have Cabe's Water Peppermint Salve. I think this is the Raven Boys. Anyway, it's a little jar. It looks like this. It almost kind of smells like Vicks. Yes, Raven Cycle Peppermint Salve. All right. And then we have a bookmark. Says, "Do not lose your heart to a fairy prince. It never ends well." And it looks like so. And our book, we have My Fine Fellow, A Delicious Entanglement by Janeki Cohen. think I've heard of this. Let's see. We do have a signed book plate and a letter from our author here. This says, "Dear reader, there's a picture of me and my dad baking chocolate chip cookies when I was about 2 years old. I'm sitting on the counter licking dough off a spoon while he's putting the baking sheet in the oven. My mom and I baked her famous lemon cake and blueberry coffee cake when I got a bit older. So in some way, I always enjoyed baking, but I had little interest in savory dishes. That all changed when I started watching cooking shows on PBS. Before the Food Network became part of the culture zeitgeist, and before the internet started overflowing with recipes and food blogs, I was sitting in front of the TV taking notes on how to create meals Julia Child or Martin Yan were bringing to life on my screen. I started with easy dishes like chicken cutlets and moved on to more difficult things as my skills improved. My parents' love of travel also meant I had the opportunity to try many different cuisines. I became known as the adventurous eater of the family. Little did I know that I would one day write a book that centered so wholly on food and have the chance to bring some of my culinary fantasies to life on the page. I hope you find some food inspiration within my fine fellow. All my best wishes for a happy 2022. Okay, so I don't really know what this is about other than food. So let's read what this says. In 1980s England, culinarians, doyens who create gorgeous food and confections for the elite are the creme de la creme of high society. Helena Higgins, top of her class at the Royal Academy, has a sharp demeanor and an even sharper palate, and knows stardom awaits her if she can produce greatness in her final year. Penelope Pickering is going to prove the value of non-European cuisine to all of England. Her contemporaries may scorn her Filipina heritage and her dishes, but with her flawless social graces and culinary talents, Penelope is set to prove them wrong. Elijah Little has nothing to his name but a truly excellent instinct for flavors. London merchants won't allow a Jewish boy to own a shop, so he hawks his pastries for a shilling apiece to passers-by. But he knows with training he can break into the highest echelon of society. When Penelope and Helena meet Elijah, a golden opportunity arises to pull off a project never seen before and turn Elijah from a street vendor to a gentleman chef. But Elijah's transformation will have a greater impact on this trio than they originally realized, and mayhem, an unseemingly faux pas, and a little romance will all be part of the delicious recipe. Well, this sounds cute. Okay, so that is everything in that box. Okay, moving on to the last Unplugged book box. Okay, this one looks like so. This is the Unlikely Allies Adult Fiction January 2022. And let me get these worms out of the way. Okay, this one looks like so. Let's see what this big box here is. Oh, it's a glass. This says, Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. I like that. What is that from? The Way of King's Wine Glass. Cool. And then we have another little baggie here. Okay, we have a teeny tiny thing here. It says Jade Warriors. And then a regular chapstick size that says The Ninth Necromancer, Peppermint Bones Lip Balm. Let me see what it says about this teeny tiny one. Oh, this is a Jade City lip tint. Jade City by Fonda Lee is a tale of honor and medals, war and alliances and betrayal. This lip tint will help transport you to this magical world and give you the power of Jade. This lip tiny is an exclusive by Pickles Potions. And it's tiny. So like, here's regular chapstick size. And here's this one. Let's see. I don't know how much color it added, but it tastes nice. It's like fruity. Okay, then we have from Fiction Bath Co. Malini, Mandarin, Agave, and Jasmine Bubble Elixir. Nice, some bubble bath. That would be good for another one of my like smut and self-care vlogs if I do another one of those. Then we have from Natural Pure Honest, Davabad Spice scents, anise, and cinnamon. Often the mightiest things have the humblest beginnings. And it is a 4-ounce soy candle. Ooh, and it smells really good. So, looks like this. And there is like a cool little thing in there. And this is like very spicy smelling and cinnamon. And oh, it smells so good. Hold on. What does this say? The City of Brass Candle Collectible. Please remove anise star before burning. Oh, that's what that is. Cool. Welcome to our new tea-themed collectible series. Expect tea-related products in your box all year. In the City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, we see alliances from in this magical world, sometimes in ways we don't expect. This is an Unplugged exclusive candle by Natural Pure Honest. Oh, and there's actually glitter on the candle too, which I didn't notice before. That smells so nice. And then I have no idea what this is. I still have no idea what this is. Hold on. Oh, it's a Bookish ear warmer. I was so confused because it's bigger. But okay, so I guess you wear it. I'm not going to put it on. But you wear it like a headband kind of thing and it goes over your ears. It says, get out and be with nature this new year no matter the weather. Sometimes just getting outside can help us reflect on all that is important to us. These Unplugged exclusive Bookish ear warmers will keep your head nice and toasty while you reflect. And it's really cute. It's got like books all over it. I like that. Okay, and then we have our book. This one is a paperback. Okay, and the book is A Curse in Ash by Julie Santopoulos. And if you don't know, that's Pages and Pens on YouTube. And she's actually been on this channel when we interviewed Jeff Zentner. She came and kind of co-hosted. But yeah, she wrote this, which is very cool. We have a signed book plate. And then we have a card here. It says A Curse in Ash. And it's like a tarot card. This one is The Lovers. And then we have our letter from the author. I'm so happy for Julie. This says, Dear Unplugged reader, I'm so happy A Curse in Ash has made it into your hands and onto your shelves. The journey to write and publish this book has been years long and so gratifying. The fact that I'm in the Unplugged Book Box is a dream come true. Knowing that my characters and story will grace your shelf and your imagination the way it has mine for the past 5 years is an unparalleled joy. As a young girl, I spent countless hours in the fields of the Pocono Mountains, wishing that the fairies would find me. Alas, they didn't find me worthy, but I never stopped thinking about them. And then this story came to me, the story of a witch engaged to a dark fae prince who is prophesied to unite the human and fae realms. But what happens when that witch suddenly bonds with her magical counterpart who inconveniently has sworn off magic? And then what happens when she falls for both? Elise Singh has fought for agency in both realms, building a life for herself, and suddenly all of that is in jeopardy. This is a story of family, both blood and chosen, and of partnerships that take work. Within these pages, we experience the pain that lack of choice causes, the strength of foregoing your own path, and the heartbreak of the consequences. I hope that you can laugh and learn that some things and people are worth fighting for, right alongside Aisling, Riordan, and Brynock. Their story is just beginning, and I'm excited for you to meet them. Warmly, Julie. Yay! And then, let's see. In here we have journal prompts to help you with being a better ally to yourself and your friends. And I forgot to tell you, in the adult one, it had journal prompts to spark creativity and find new opportunities. And new opportunity quotes to live by in 2022. All right. Okay, so those are all of the Unplugged book boxes. Now let's move on to the Once Upon a Book Club. Oh, this one is huge. Okay, so this is one of the young adult ones. This one looks like this. So let's see. The book is The Storyteller. The Truth is in the Telling by Catherine Williams. It's a pretty cover. And we have a little book club kit here. So in this we have a bookmark. On one side it says, "Forget who you are and become who you need to be." That's a quote from the book. And on the back it says, "To fully experience this box, remember to only open your gifts once you reach the given page. Don't worry, we'll remind you." So like as you're reading these Once Upon a Book Club books, you'll get to pages that have, let me find one, little post-it notes in it that say open your gift. And then you go into the box and you find the gift for that page and you open it and it goes along with the story. Now I don't open these gifts in this video here. I actually have a playlist that I'll link up here for when I've done any of my Once Upon a Book Club boxes. I will open them during a vlog. I'll be reading them and open the gifts throughout the vlog and let you see everything. So yeah, if you want to go and check out those, you can. Okay, so we also have a signed book plate and a print that has the letter, the same quote, and then the letter from the author on the back. And a little flyer thing here. We have a conversation with the author, some discussion questions, a thing on the back to write your own story. We have this gift for page 330. This one for page 42. And this one for page 270. This says, "Dear reader, we've all made up stories, the ones we tell ourselves and the ones we tell each other. My protagonist, Jess, says or writes this in the prologue of The Storyteller. Over the next 350 plus pages, she shaves a glittering and improbable story reaching back to early 1900s Russia and across post-war Europe and jazz-age New York City. The discovery starts in her great-great-aunt's dusty New Hampshire attic, but it ends within herself. The book you hold in your hands was a journey for me as a person and as a writer. I hope it will be for you as well. What stories do you tell yourself? What stories do you tell others? And which ones are not just factual, but true? Yours, Kay." Interesting. So I'm going to keep all of this stuff in this box until I'm ready to vlog it. Okay, now on to one of the adult boxes. This one looks like so. And our book is We Are Not Like Them by Christine Pride and Joe Piazza. It's a bright book. And then we have our little packet here. We have a bookmark that says, "It doesn't matter if you don't know how to talk about something. All that matters is that you try." And it's a quote from the book. And on the back it says the same thing about not opening your gifts. We have a signed book plate. We have a print with the same quote that has a letter from the author. We have our little flyer here. Conversation with the authors, discussion questions, and Gigi's Miracle Bread recipe. Yum. Okay, and then we have, let's see, this is a gift for page 291 for 307 and for 116. All right, this says, "Dear Once Upon a Book Club readers, we couldn't be more excited that you have our novel in your hands. As a Black woman and a white woman, as friends and creative partners, we were excited by the unique opportunity to tackle together a novel about race and friendship. Our goal was to take readers beyond and behind the headlines, rhetoric, and hot-button issues by way of relatable characters, humanity, and nuance. We wanted to give readers like you a lot to think and talk about, but we also wanted to celebrate the enduring power of friendship in our lives. We've grown to love our characters, Riley and Jen, like they're our own friends, and we hope you do too. Enjoy We Are Not Like Them. Happy reading, Christine and Joe." All right, so that's everything in that box. Okay, this box got a bit beat up. It is pretty busted, but I think from looking here, it looks like everything inside is probably okay, hopefully. So let me cut it open. And this is a young adult box. This one's also kind of heavy. All right, it looks like this. And our book is Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood. And this book has an interesting, almost like sandpaper kind of texture. Interesting. This is what the end pages look like. Ooh, pretty. Okay, our bookmark says, knowing him was like encountering the beauty of a snake, feared and misunderstood by no fault of his own. And I don't see a signed book plate, so maybe the book is actually signed. No, there's no signed book plate in this one. Okay. There's also no letter from the author. Weird. Okay, then we have a conversation with the author, discussion questions, and a cherry tart recipe. Yum. All right, then we have a gift for page 311, one for 156, and one for 124, which feels like a book. Okay, now on to this adult box. Okay, opening this one up, looks like so. Okay. The book is kind of buried. All right, the book in this one is The Spanish Daughter by Lorena Hughes. It's pretty thin, actually. It's only 283 pages. All right, the bookmark says, sometimes it's better to talk about those things that upset us or give us grief. You may find that it relieves your soul. And then we have signed book plate, letter from the author, discussion questions and conversation with the author, and I don't know what I don't know. And we also have, this is like a map, I guess. This is something about like written by the author, but it's not the same. All right, let's just see what this says. Growing up in Ecuador, I often heard in my history and economics classes about the cacao bonanza of the early 20th century. To me, it was just boring, bland information I had to memorize for school. That is until I heard about Vences, a small town in the coastal region of Ecuador with its own Eiffel Tower. Known as the birthplace of cacao, Vences was nicknamed Paris Chiquito, or Little Paris, in the early 1900s, when French landowners brought wealth and cultural influence to the area. They even built a small replica of the Eiffel Tower in its plaza. It got me thinking about the people who might have lived there when that tower was constructed, their idiosyncrasies, their secrets, their dreams, their motivations, and how these might invariably clash with one another. This became fertile ground for The Spanish Daughter, the story of a French landowner's family fighting for the inheritance of his plantation in Ecuador. Much of what's shown on this map, Don Armand's plantation, Hacienda La Puri, the homes of its inhabitants and neighbors exist only in The Spanish Daughter, but the cacao fields that became the fertilizer for their survival and the rich history of the town of Vences with its Eiffel Tower are both very real. I hope you enjoy your time here. And then, I guess the letter to go along with the book is on the back of here. But let's see, the gifts, we have this one for page 259. Oh, my battery's flashing. We have one for page 41, one for page 135, and one for page 211. Okay, let me change on my battery and then I will read you the letter from the author. Okay, this says, Dear reader, the inspiration for Puri's story started with a little spark that was lit like so many others while I was casually browsing the internet. I came across a list of women inventors, and on it was the name Maria Purificación Garcia, a Spanish woman who was said to have developed the cacao bean roaster in 1847. This would have been a revolutionary invention, but I could unearth very little information on the woman behind it. The only detail I could find was her name in a historical archive in Spain, proof at least that she had in fact patented the idea. I learned that women were not allowed to develop in fields such as warfare or medicine, so many of them had to register their patents under their husbands' names. Some even disguised themselves as men in order to pursue their work. I had to do something with all this information. But The Spanish Daughter is not a story about Maria Purificación Garcia. It's a story rooted in the history of my native country in the early 20th century when Ecuador became one of the top cacao exporting countries in the world. This booming industry took off after a group of French landowners moved to a place called Vences in the coastal region of Ecuador so they could grow cacao for export. To feel at home, they constructed European-style buildings and even built a small replica of the Eiffel Tower in the town plaza. Vince's, the birthplace of cacao, became known as Paris Chiquito. As I tried to weave together these elements of female inventors, reasons why a woman would have to disguise herself as a man, Ecuador's cacao industry in the early 20th century, and Paris Chiquito, Puri was born. The granddaughter of this remarkable woman inventor, the daughter of a French landowner, and herself a chocolatier who introduces those she meets in the exporting country of Ecuador to the irresistible allure of chocolate. Thank you so much for spending time with my novel, and I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. I would love to hear what you think. If you would like to share your thoughts online, please use the hashtag the Spanish Daughter, and you can find me at www.lorena-hughes.com. With gratitude, Lorena Hughes. Cool. Okay, now we have the last Once Upon a Book Club box here. This is the YA one. And this looks like so. Okay, the book is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. Such a pretty cover. Okay, let me go ahead and show the gifts. We have one for page 274, one for page 4, one for page 139, and one for page 159. And then we have the bookmark. It says, "Here is a story it is." And then we have the assigned book plate, the letter from the author, discussion with the author, discussion questions, and African pepper soup recipe. This says, "Dear reader, I love mermaids. I've been obsessed with them ever since I read The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen when I was 6. But while I adored mermaids from such a young age, I also remember wondering, where are the magical beings who look like me? Where are all the black mermaids? So when I set out to write a book about the sea and magic, I knew what the story had to be about. Skin of the Sea began to take shape as I explored images and stories of black mermaids that span the African diaspora. I was heavily inspired by Yamoja, an Orisha in the Ifa spiritual belief system, who is depicted as a black woman with the tail of a fish. When the first West Africans were stolen from their lands and enslaved, she was said to have left the rivers and streams she inhabited to follow them. There are stories that tell of Yamoja offering them comfort, while others tell of her wrecking the slave ships. Some also speak of the Orisha gathering the souls of those who passed in the sea in order to return them home. It was this last belief that caught me. What if Yamoja created others in her image to help her do this? And what if one of them saved a boy instead? When researching Skin of the Sea, I thoroughly enjoyed building my own knowledge of West African mythology and history. I couldn't stop at mermaids and included legendary creatures, shapeshifters, and fairies, all with similar origins. It was also important to me to highlight the excellence of 15th century West Africa. Architecture, mathematics, art, these are all woven into the novel. I wanted this book to present myths, culture, historical events, and beliefs that are not often explored in fiction. Skin of the Sea is filled with courage, magic, and mermaids. Writing this book was a dream come true, and it is now my dream for you to get lost in a mythical world that explores the glories of West Africa. All right. Okay, now moving on to one of the bookish boxes. So these actually open up like this, so I can't really show you too much about how they look until I just pull everything out. Okay, so there is a card in here. Happy holidays. Thanks so much for your support this year, the Bookish Box and shop. And so it's like all the people that work there, I guess. So I'm guessing this is the December box. Oh, very cool. I got this knit hat and it says Prithian on it. Love it. Oh, and it's like super soft, fuzzy on top. I like this a lot. Then we have our shirt. It says, "Not all those who wander are lost." Kind of a brownish, a brown color. Okay, right as I was about to show you the next item in the box, my SD card filled up. So, yeah. We have fantasy book cookie cutters. And it looks like we have a sword, a book, and honestly I don't know what this other one is. Crown maybe? I don't know. So we have the book. Love that one. The sword's cool. But can you tell me what this one is? Like, I don't know. Is it a crown? What is it? Okay, and then we have a night and day court necklace, which I really like this. We've got a star, a moon, and the sun down here. I think that's really pretty. Oh, apparently this is the November box, not December. I thought this pin here was Narnia and it was like the wardrobe, but apparently it's Night Circus, or inspired by Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Then we've got what looks like a candle. This says Hudson, Rainwater and Pine. I'm not sure what that's from, but it's just a white candle, a woodwick candle. It smells like pine soap. Okay, we've got a bookmark that looks like, yeah, Hudson. So maybe this is somebody from the book. So there's a little special offer here. It's Black Canary Breaking Silence by Alexandra Monier. Purchase a copy of Black Canary Breaking Silence and mention the Bookish Box to receive a free poster signed by the author and cover artist. Details at www.alexandramonier.com. Okay. Don't know if that's still applicable or not. Then we have a print here that goes along with our book and a thing from Bookish Box. And then we have our cute little book sleeve. And the book is Autumn's Tithe by Hannah Parker. This is very pretty. So it says, we all wish to be chosen by a fairy prince and whisked away to a fae court. Am I right? But what if the promised magic of the fae court wasn't as magical as it seems? We are so excited for our bookish fam to explore the lands of the fae with Larkin and uncover the mysteries of Autumn's Tithe. We are thrilled to present you this Bookish Box exclusive edition of Autumn's Tithe. This special edition includes a Bookish Box exclusive cover, reversible dust jacket. Oh, I just saw something else. It's so pretty. Oh, this book. Okay, so the reversible dust jacket. That's also very pretty. But I like the gold foil and stuff on this one. Let's see what else. Custom decorative end paper. Beautiful. Exclusive hardcover stamp. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. I'm a sucker for foil. Stenciled sprayed edges. Like, what? See if I can get it to focus. Look how pretty. Oh. And then it is signed by Hannah Parker. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Ooh, pretty. Okay, this is a stunning edition. It's also pretty short. Oh, there's a pronunciation guide in here. 306 pages. Such a pretty book. It says, this special edition of Autumn's Tithe was such a special book for our team to curate. The beautiful and lush world that Hannah created left us so inspired when creating this special edition, and it's extra special as it's the first ever Bookish Box monthly selection with stenciled edges, a favorite customization for our team. We hope you agree that the beautiful detailing from our amazing artists can be found in each part of this special edition and brings the book to life in a whole new way. Fun box. I like that. And that book cover is gorgeous. Okay, let's go to the next Bookish Box. I also love getting, oh, am I blurry? I love getting the bookish clothes. Okay, opening this one up. Yeah, this is the December 2021 box. Looks like so. Okay, there's a big thing in here. We got another big blanket. Okay, so this is an Outlander blanket, and it says, "For where all love is the speaking is unnecessary," by Diana Gabaldon. And it's really, really pretty. Quote looks like that. And it's so pretty. Yay, another cozy blanket. All right, then we have, ooh, I like this necklace. It's I'm an open book necklace, and I'm gonna try to keep it in the thing so I can show you. There's a little book on there with stuff coming out of it. Cute. All right, then we've got a candle. This says, it's hand poured by the Bookish Shop. Celestial Forest, Forest Pine and Fey Magic. This is also a wood wick candle. This makes me think of like laundry detergent. That's what it smells like, the fresh scent laundry detergent. Then we have our book. This was the adult box. So it was I think this was my first adult box by them. And I don't think I got the one with the shirt, which I want the one with the shirt. But I think it was like sold out at the time. But the book, unfortunately, is one that I've already gotten. And that is King of Battle and Blood by Scarlet St. Clair. This is a different cover. This is their exclusive cover. This exclusive edition details. So it is signed. Let me find that. So it is signed right there. We have custom end papers, an exclusive cover, a custom reversible dust jacket, which looks like this. That's very pretty. Some interior artwork. The exclusive hard case stamp. Oh, that's so pretty. It says, "The way to end this is to give me everything." And then we have stenciled edges, which are very pretty. And it also comes with, it says, "The Bookish Box exclusive bonus scene." I'll stick that in there. Okay, so here's the original one. Well, it's got this map on the inside, but the outside's just kind of plain. And it's a signed sticker thing. Personally, I kind of like how this cover looks more than this cover, but this book, like without the cover, is freaking stunning. And I love, 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 love that. Like I said, I am a sucker for a pretty book. I'm a sucker for some pretty foil. Okay, so that is everything in that box. Now we can move on to the Owlcrate Junior boxes. Wow, this one's so light. Okay, so funny thing about this box, it's not one to unbox. It's actually one that I've already unboxed. And it was just a box that I was using to put stuff in that I was planning on giving to my nephews. So we're apparently unboxing 12 instead of 13. So let's unbox this one. Okay, this one has not, wait. Okay, so I'm dumb. And both of those Owlcrate Junior boxes were not for unboxing. Somebody just stuck them in the wrong pile. Those have actually been unboxed in another one. So, and the stuff's been sorted. So, yeah, that's it. That's all of the boxes that I have here. So instead of 13, we only have 11 boxes. But let's see, my favorite, like the book I'm most excited to read, I would have to say is Into the Blood Red Woods. This sounds like absolutely my kind of book. Which of these books would you be most interested in reading? As far as the items go, gosh, that's tough. I think my favorite item might actually be the Drink Me bottle from Alice in Wonderland. Comment down below and tell me what your favorites are. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.